guys, today I want to talk to you a little bit about my forklift. It's a 1990 something, I'm not sure exactly what year it is, but it's a Komatsu 25, which is a 5,000 pound forklift, probably carried up to 6,000 pounds with it. It's got run flat pneumatic tires on it, so I have, basically this thing resides at my shop, so I have run flats that there's no air in the tires, so because I have a lot of fasteners and screws and stuff, that this thing would just be flat all the time if it was. So I didn't realize how valuable a forklift would be when you run a small decking company and you're moving multiple things with it. So I have a lot of spare pallets that I use. I put material on. I mean, as a matter of fact, you can just look right over here. And just that was off the last job. It was like the leftover scraps. We can always put it on a pallet, and then I can quickly unload it out of the truck and stack it somewhere. So I use this thing every week, if not every day, in the summer for sure. But it helps a lot when we're picking up multiple units of different products and moving them back and forth in between trucks and that kind of thing. And today that's what I'm doing, is I'm actually have a load of Regal Ideas railing and glass, and the glass is super heavy, so for me to sit here and try to offload every piece from one truck to another truck would not only be time consuming, it'd be exhausting because it's really heavy. So that's what forklifts are really cool for. Hydraulics are just amazing. I love them. I have 3 machines I use primarily. I have this forklift that mostly stays on my premise, and then I have a Bobcat, and I have a mini skid steer, and I probably use the mini skid steer the most of all of the machines. And then, well, it's probably a toss-up between the forklift and the mini skid steer, and then I use my Bobcat quite a bit as well. But the mini is very efficient as well, has a lot of great purpose. But today it's all about this forklift and how much time and money it's going to save me, because I don't have to and my back. It's going to save my back as well, because I don't have to sit here and move all this stuff. Just have to use a little bit of ability and a little bit of ingenuity, and we'll get this done. All right, so this forklift basically has a 4-cylinder inline 4-cylinder motor. It's a Nissan motor, so it's easily worked on. Basic auto parts. It has a hydraulic clutch and hydraulic brakes, and there's some levers that are used in the forklift, and I'll explain those really quick. This one has a gas, a brake, and a clutch. So the clutch is used for shifting gears. So there's a first gear, which is your low gear, and that's what I say in most of the time. But when you need to travel quickly from place to place, you can actually shift into second, and then it'll kick into a higher gear, so you can go a little bit faster. This is forward and reverse. There's neutral, forward, and reverse. It's pretty self-explanatory. This lever raises and lowers the forks. So if I need to bring them up and the machine's running, I pull back and that'll raise them up. If I need to bring it down, I push forward. And this lever will work when the machine is off if the forks are up. So I'm going to start this really quick. I'm going to raise the forks up a little bit. And let's say I shut off the machine. All right. So now let's just say I needed to lower the forks, or for safety reasons, I will lower the forks, so I can push forward on this and it'll release the hydraulic pressure out of the ram and drop the forks to the ground. The rest of the functions aren't going to work that way. This one will tilt the load forward and backward, so the whole mast will move this way by either pulling back or pushing forward on that lever. This lever is your side shift, so by pulling it forward, it'll move to the right, and then by pushing it, it'll move to the left. So I really like having side shift. It really helps when you need to center materials. I'm really glad that my forklift has it. There's one other lever that sometimes the forklift comes with that I don't have, which is shifting the forks back and forth. So for me, I have to get off the machine and manually move my forks in and out if I need to for whatever reason. If the pallet is narrow, or if I need to widen my forks to catch like a large load of composite materials. One thing, because of what I do for a living, I'm moving a lot of PVC decking, and it's really slippery, and I have a gravel driveway. So any bump and shift can move materials, and sometimes the materials will actually slide right off the side of the forks. So you got to go really slow in gravel areas like this. If I had all asphalt, man, it'd be lickety splits, but unfortunately I can't afford to pave 600 feet of gravel driveway, so I'm cool with the gravel. One little mod I did is I put on this little John Deere steering wheel adapter that allows me to turn really quick, so I really like having that. And you know, there's blinkers and lights and all that, but I don't use any of that stuff. Lights sometimes at night when I can't see what I'm doing, but the light switch is a little old, so sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But besides that, I would say this machine has saved me thousands over the years, and I really enjoy using it. And it just makes so much sense when you have to move heavy loads and move them on and off of trailers and trucks and all that stuff. So it's enabled me to speed things up, make quicker load and unload times for me over the years. So highly recommend having one. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Please click subscribe if you liked what you saw, and share it around. Share it with your friends. Tell everybody about Dr. Decks, and we appreciate it very much. Also, if you want to get notified of fresh and new content that we upload to YouTube, please click the bell icon as well. That sends a notification to you every time that we put out something new. Thank you very much, and have a great day.